guys, welcome back. We're heading back down. We talked to the queen as much as we were able, and we're done. Well, aren't you, Mr. Popularity? It was like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. Hey, it was not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in on the conversation. Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. Ugh, I kind of lost all my confidence there. Yeah?
What's all the noise about?
No, Dick do none. The lady of the court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar. These two are of the new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Dorothy, and that's Karen. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time. Did he recognize me? Not good. Given how many times we run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us.
Come now, Philip, enough with the staring. It's quite unusual to see coming from you, stiff upper lip and all. Please pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes were playing tricks on me, it seems. I'm dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy.
Oh no, it's no bother. Please don't concern yourself.
You know, now that I stop and look, I must say that you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair. You have a very healthy, clean look to you. As for you, I personally think you'd look best with that raven hair of yours and even longer.
I am honored.
Ah, yes. Dorothy, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening. Your Excellency.
Yo, I don't want to serve him tea.
I don't think tea is what he once served.
Your Excellency, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten?
I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. The castle will be mine in a week's time anyway. You can set aside time for some fun then. Your Excellency, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances. I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for it, but I said I was joking. Enough, I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Excellency. Your room is right over there. Well, all right, Dorothy. Just let me know if you have any problems, anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give.
Thank you very much.
Aren't you cute? Yes, good. I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. His Excellency will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. Please set your mind at ease.
I should certainly hope so.
I'm truly sorry. Madam and young miss, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave.
I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, even since we were children. Though not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to the one he serves. I see. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Probably, yeah. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awful fond of you. Please. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Alright, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see, Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Now, do you understand? Yes. Hopeless. Completely hopeless. I don't understand either. Why would he want to? I don't get it. Is that a sexual thing? Adult thing or something? Thanks for everything, both of you. If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only ask that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg of you, do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh. Are you one of her royal retainers? Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we get going? What might I inquire are you doing at this late hour? Ah! Captain Amalthea. Good evening. I realize that you've been invited here, but don't you think it's a bit late for you kids to be out walking around? Please, pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this, and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Well, that's certainly understandable. So where were you half an hour ago? Please enlighten me, if only for my own edification. I admire your honesty, so let's not waste time on games. I did in fact receive several reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? What? You don't think that questioning someone like that, when you already have the facts, is a little cruel? I'll take that as a compliment. So what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly. Will we?
Oh, Stella, Joshua, you been here the whole time?
Zane. Look at him drinking.
Oh, now that's the stuff.
You're drunk.
Oops, sorry. Oh, hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice. Something like that we met up again, eh?
I suppose.
So what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble?
Students? No. It's just that they were in the maid quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business simply as a security precaution.
Yeah, I totally get you. I just sent them off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey Joshua, you kids find anything to eat?
No. The cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck.
Oh well. I'll have to do without it, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady.
I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Of course. It is late. We should probably just get to bed. Very good, then. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Aw, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room.
Right. We'll go with you.
Looks like we managed to convince her at least.
What? Zane, aren't you drunk?
I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop.
No way, your face had even gone all red. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right?
I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes.
You're an evil, evil man, Zane. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me.
Sorry about that. So what's the story?
What story?
I would have thought it'd be obvious, the story of you meeting with the Queen.
Wait, what? How did you... Did Anon tell you something about this?
Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I?
Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know?
I guess it's finally time to show you this.
What's this? I know this handwriting.
Well, don't just stand there, read it. It'll explain a lot.
Okay. Dear Zane Vathek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaeger Court is leading me to the Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberal, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Can I persuade you to come to Liberal and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberal before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There's a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberal before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much, unless it seems like they really need it. So Dad actually asked you to come to Liberal, which means he's in Erebonia now.
That's the long and short of it.
The long and short of it. What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along.
That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again.
I suppose. When did you realize that we were just kids?
I had a feeling from the outset once I saw Estelle's technique with the bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and that confirmed it.
It would have been nice if you'd said something about it at all. We've been worried sick wondering where Dad's been.
I know. I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, alright? If you can pull off a job as big as sneaking in an audience with the Queen.
I suppose so. He knows this much, it wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zane in on everything. It is a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all.
I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request.
You will?
Yep. I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please, let me help.
We'd be glad to. Thank you once again. I wonder where they're holding her. What is this place? I never would have imagined something like this even existed. It's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the Gustavo. Yes, sir. What the hell are those?
Wow. Is that some kind of mechanical monster?
Wow. So this must be arcades. Oh, that.
Holy shit. He took out that thing in one stroke.
You were the quickest to react. You're indeed truly a force to be reckoned with. You don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I'm humbled. Still have a way to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberal. I expect only the best of each of you.
By your orders, sir. We of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel. For the glory of Liberal! For the glory of Liberal!
understand the situation. You both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person. You just got lucky, though. The real question is how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yeah, we're really going to have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more than I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please accept this as compensation for your job well done. Now then, Zane, it was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. You need the help of an A-rank racer like yourself.
No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end.
I knew we could count on you, Zane. By the way, what's this A-rank business?
It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power.
There are 7 ranks, ranging from G on the bottom up to A at the top. So he's the highest rank you can get. Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zane.
Well, I may be A-rank, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent, but above that, there's an informal S rank. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale. There are only 4 of those on the entire continent.
Well, I'm not sure I even want to think about what they can do.
You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius.
What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Sorry, but yeah, he did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about it anymore. Royal Army soldier, hidden hero, divine blade, excellent bracer. If he's really so damned awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case.
You may be right. If you were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible.
Joshua, what's wrong? Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least it's just the impression I have. Oh,
So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire. Am I correct?
no. I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Well, yeah. I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close.
I don't think that Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely it's just that 2 major events happen to overlap with each other.
Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I am resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grenzo branch of the Bracer Guild was called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The 3rd article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act, but we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. As the cooperation of all bracers in Grenzo, including Zane, of course. Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get. Ideally, we should have the cooperation of the branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of this day. Ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. What? So basically it amounts to martial law.
So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt.
This may be to stifle any activity on the part of any Royal Guardsmen in hiding as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun, but we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place to be the Urban Royal Villa. That's the building in the forest, right? It would make sense. If the soldiers are using it under the pretense of counterterrorism, few would question it. But I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell laced with soldiers.
Considering it's the army, we're going to be going against them. I'd like a more solid confirmation. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it.
Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any bracers currently in the Royal City. Can I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information we can gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. You and your friends are acquainted with the reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Ryan? Yeah, we should see 4 other bracers in the city: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Elise. Check the bars and their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here. Sure thing. Alright, then off we go. Okay, let's find all these beeps. Okay, so Grant's in here. Hey, it's Grant. Oh well, if it isn't the Big Bad Champions. So you guys spent the night at the castle. I'm surprised to see you back so early. Did you eat anything good? Yeah, we did, and that's not what we're here to talk about. Oh, something on your mind?
Holy crap, you're not pulling my leg, are you? We're not. Every word is true. I'd stake my reputation on it.
Zane the Immovable is moved by this. That's all the proof I need. I'll do whatever I can to help. You can count on it. Thanks, Grant. Well, I'll be meeting at the guild house to plan our strategy as soon as possible. So if you'd please head over there when you can.
Understood. Go well, friends. I'll catch up with you there.
One down, many to go. Karna's in the weapon shop. Hi, Karna. Hey, look who it is. Oh, you've got old man Zane with you. What's going on?
Well, it's a long story.
Uh-oh, sounds serious. You're not just pulling my leg, are you? I must admit, I did find it a bit odd that all the gates and ports and such have been shut down. So what did you want with me, exactly? Well, we need to get everyone together and formulate a plan. So if you would, please meet us at the guild. Gotcha. I'm already there. Next, I know Annalise is shopping at the big shopping mall here. So let's find her. She's here somewhere. Definitely, she has to be, because I've never seen her yet. Well, if it isn't Zane and the new recruits. Back from the castle already? Well, yeah, I guess we are. Annalise, could we have a moment of your time? You hear something juicy you looking to share with me? What if by juicy you mean spit your juice all over in shock? Then yeah. It's a real juice bomb. Oh, you have my undivided attention. Should we be talking about this here, or should I be sitting down for it? Huh? Just to make it absolutely clear, this isn't a joke. Things could get serious in a big hurry. And if they do, we'll need your help. Let's see. Sorry, my head's just a little scrambled for how screwed up this whole situation is. I don't really get all of this. You want everyone to meet up at the guild house, right? Right. Alnon will fill you in on all the details. Okay, then. I'll go and see what's up. And I know where, Kurt is. The last of the, crewmen. So let's go find him. Kurt is chilling out here in Hotel Rollenbaum. I wish I could remember that time a little better. It's like there's a thick fog blanketing the whole thing. Oh, hi, Kurt. It's good to see you here. Hi, Steph. Hi, Joshua. Oh, Zane's with you, too.
Didn't you know that we were going to that dinner party at the castle yesterday? That was when these 2 rookies took on a pretty major assignment.
What is it? I think it's best if we tell you more or less the whole story. You're serious? Of course we are. That's why we really need your help. No, that's not it. I admit, I'm shocked at Her Majesty's request of you. But the black orbment that the Colonel has, it's real? Kurt? What's wrong? You look awfully pale.
Look,
Yeah. Whoa. What in the world?
Step away from him.
Huh?
Shade. Lift.
What was that? You didn't even touch him and he acted like he got electrocuted. It's a special spirit channeling breath technique. It allows the user to directly affect the target's body without direct physical contact.
I don't normally like to be so rough, but time isn't exactly on our side. How are you feeling?
Wow, actually a lot better. I can't remember every detail, but a good bit of it's coming back. I'm a little unsteady from the shock, but I think I'll be alright. So what do you mean, remember? Didn't I say so before? There was an accident around 3 months ago. You lost your memories while you were working, right? Yes, someone had asked me to check up on those men in the black outfit. And then I took something suspicious from them. It was the Black Orbment. So the person who gave you the assignment Yes, it was your father, Cassius. I wasted no time in packaging it up and sending it to him. But that's really as far back as I can remember. So the K on that package was you? Yeah. I think I also remember there being a note that said to have Professor Russell analyze it. I get it. The package was delivered to you two. Do you remember anything after that? Anything that happened after you sent off the package? Yeah. After I left the port, someone called out to me. And then... It's no good. It's all still one big blur.
You're probably best off not pressing your luck. It's likely to cause strain that you can't handle.
Yeah, alright. I'm really just amazed that I was able to remember anything at all. Which brings us to a bigger question. Who would have done this? Maybe the special ops guys? It's possible. They did use that nasty poison on Agate after all. It's as if they're manufacturing and testing new drugs. Maybe they've made something to cause memory loss. Now there's a cheerful thought. Plus there's the Sky Bandit boss and Mayor Dalmont to consider. We have to be really careful. I'm sorry, I don't have anything really useful to tell you. I know what Her Majesty asked you to do. I want to help if you'll let me. But are you sure you'll be okay? Sure. My memory may be like a sieve, but physically I'm fine. I owe you for your help, so please allow me to make it up to you.
If you're feeling up to it, sure. We need to work out a strategy for now. Let's meet back at the guild.
Alright, you have my thanks.
Now we just gotta find Niall, which would be
Probably at the news place.
okay, Niall, where are you at? Where's the reporter station at?
This is weird, Chief. We haven't heard anything in 2 days.
Well, he does tend to get completely wrapped up when he's looking for the next big story. Given how close we are to staying martial law, I don't much like that he hasn't contacted us either.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hello, Dorothy. Pardon us.
Hey, it's the tournament champions. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Liberal News. Niall and Dorothy have told me quite a bit about the two. Estelle and Joshua, the Bracing Guild, right?
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've always enjoyed your magazine.
Well, that's always good to hear. Weren't you two doing something for Niall?
Oh, yes.
That's what we were just talking about. Actually, Niall hasn't shown up here today or yesterday. No word from her or anything.
Huh? Yesterday or today? We spoke with him in the evening 2 days ago. Really? What do you mean, really? You gave us the message to meet him for Adio's sake. We came here to talk to him after the semifinal. Oh, right. Now that you mention it. So did he say anything to you? Like where he was going? Someone had just called him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We haven't seen hide nor hair of him since.
Oh, no, I can't believe Niall's dead.
What? Who said he was dead? Today's when all the airliner traffic gets shut down. Everything was normal yesterday, though. So maybe he went to another province.
I already inquired with the airport's passenger registry and there was no sign of him. So I figure he has to still be somewhere in town. You two were the last ones to see this reporter from. Weren't you talking to him about something for a news article?
Huh?
These are the times we live in. Controlling the media is a big deal for the military. What do you think, Chief? I certainly can't argue with it. Particularly in the case of the intelligence division. They monitor and censor everything we do. You wouldn't believe how frustrating it is. Which means that you can't get much information for your stories. But it's in a reporter's nature to want to get as much as possible into the hands of the reader.
I see. So he went to check out a new subject that the intelligence division hasn't started censoring yet. What was the last thing he told us about? I think it was about...
The Duke mentioned something about it at the dinner party. Oh no. Told you about that too? Makes a hell of a story if it's true. He mentioned having to get some evidence at any cost. How did a reporter like Niall even learn about something like that? I'd have thought that something like that would be known by the royal family only.
Well, he did say he's friends with someone who lives in the Urbe Royal Villa. Completely off the record, but the terrorists are supposedly after the princess. So she's secretly staying in the villa for her own safety. I knew it.
Ha! And the veil is lifted.
Maybe the person he was talking to was his friend in the villa. Which would mean that Niall's probably there too.
You don't say. Well, if I know Niall, he probably tried to worm his way in for an interview with the princess. If the soldiers saw him, they'd have arrested him on the spot.
No,
exactly do you people know? Do you have inside information about what's going on in this city and all of Liberal?
Sorry, but we really can't talk about it. Just let the Bracer Guild take care of Niall. If he has been arrested, we'll see to it that he's released.
Alright, please do whatever you can.
Please do, you guys. You gotta bring Niall back. Leave a test.
Alright. So Niall's been scooped. Most likely. So, yeah, there's that. I should... Oh no, we have to get the, Julia. I forgot about her. Julia. Oh, what the heck? She left somewhere? Where's the Archbishop dude? Archbishop guy. He said he should be in a sacrament or something.
And who might you be?
We're all members of the Bracer Guild, I mean.
We were looking for Sister Ellen.
Wait. Might I guess that you share complicities with her then?
With a nun? Yeah, no.
He's asking if we know her real identity and stuff. We're here with information she asked us to find.
Sorry to say, she's no longer at the cathedral. She came to say goodbye to me this morning and left.
Where to? I mean, do you know where she might have gone?
If only I did. I've been close with the royal family for many years, and she's always regarded me as a friend and confidant. But this time she refused to give me any details. She no doubt wished to keep the church from getting too deeply involved in whatever is occurring.
I see.
I wouldn't worry though. She had the light of hope in her eyes as she departed. I'm confident she was not running away to wallow in despair, but for a more noble cause.
Well, that's good at least. But the thing is, we kind of need her to stay in touch with the Royal Guardsmen.
Well, begging for rain in the desert only gets you sand. We should probably go. Best thing we can do is covertly keep an eye out for other royal guardsmen.
Not the most efficient plan, but that seems to be all we got.
Seem to be between a rock and a hard place, as they say. Always remember that Ideos helps those who help themselves. Do all that you can, and Ideos will surely take care of the rest. Hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna end this here, guys. We formulate a plan. And hopefully try and save the princess. See that? Welcome back all to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. We assembled the Bracers. We're ready to plan our tactic to save the princess. Let's figure out what happens. The other Bracers are already assembled. Have you heard from the Royal Guardsman or the reporter? Sorry, sir, no contact. But we believe we've gathered the intelligence we need. I see. We can conclude with fair certainty that Princess Claudia is inside the room. It's unfortunate that we were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we know they haven't been captured.
Shall we get started then?
Yeah, we need to start working out the details of the rescue operation. Are we all up to date on the pertinent details of the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat? Given this information, we should consider ourselves under contractual obligation to Queen Alicia. I can barely believe what I'm hearing. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing something was amiss sooner. I was suspicious of those special ops troops from the very beginning, but I really trusted Colonel Richard. He was behind the Sky Bandit and Mayor Downmore. We got completely snowed. We can't let them get away with it, that's for sure. Can you all be counted on to cooperate on this assignment? Damn straight. Just lead the way. I owe these guys black eyes, rhyme and unintended. Count me in for sure. This is gonna be good. We've got strong allies. We'll prevail without doubt. Now let me explain the details of this mission. We have to move fast as there are lives at stake here. It's not the most elegant approach, but I believe taking control of the villa through a frontal assault is our best option. We don't have time to try and find some route to infiltrate. So I guess that's the only option we got. How will we be divided? We split into two groups, a decoy team and a rescue team. The decoy team will draw the attention of the main forces, while the rescue team makes its way into the villa. Remember though, we're dealing with the Intelligence Division special ops here. If
If I may, I'd like to suggest we also add an ambush team to aid the decoy team, and the second decoy team to assist the rescue team.
Man, we're really teaming with teams here, but why do we need those?
The ambush team would lie in wait until the decoy team draws out the enemy forces, and then both teams could attack at once. Meanwhile, the second decoy team would attempt to break the enemy's ranks, allowing the rescue team to enter the villa more easily.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Even the odds a little bit. But do we have enough members to spread among 4 squads?
No, we don't. We've contacted other guild branches, but with the airships grounded, we're pretty much on our own.
Well, crap. If only we had Scara and A-Gate.
However, I agree with Zane. Trying to carry out this operation with only 2 squads is risky. We may need to re-examine this strategy. If numbers are all you like, maybe we can be of assistance.
Hey, look at... Hey.
Lieutenant Schwartz.
But if it isn't System Military,
It is a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Royal Guardsman Sub-Commander Lieutenant Julia Schwartz. The Royal Guardsmen are here at your disposal for this operation.
cool.
Understood. Your participation will be most invaluable. I count 9 soldiers in your squad, including yourself. My remaining troops are incognito, stationed all throughout the city. I can assemble them within the hour.
That's great, but Lieutenant Schwartz, how did you know we were going to try to save the hostages?
We tried to find you at the cathedral and tell you, but you had already disappeared.
Did you?
My apologies. All I knew was that you had accepted the Queen's mission. I found out last night.
Last night? We'd only just met with the Queen last night ourselves.
Yes, I'm aware of that. We have sources for military intelligence of this sort. All that matters now is that Her Highness gave us the order to assist, and we are happy to do it.
Sources? I want sources. Can I share some of... Can I share some of yours?
I don't...
Let's leave it at noticed. More importantly, Guardsman's assistance will give us the extra forces we need to fill the ambush and support team.
Indeed, with this additional manpower, I believe our chances of success have increased exceptionally. And with extra manpower secured, we should start deciding on the teams immediately. Roger that. You need 2 decoy teams, right? I believe 5 of my troops should be sufficient for one of them.
Yeah, I'd say those Royal Guard uniforms should definitely catch their attention.
My thoughts exactly. We're targeting the intelligence division's aerial squadron stationed just on the outskirts of the airbase scenic route.
Wait a second, aerial squadron? You don't mean...
I'm afraid she does. It's on the scenic route's outskirts. Now that you mention it,
There is a stretch of land out there that's been completely blockaded.
according to my intelligence, there's only a skeleton crew of guards stationed there. If we attack, they will have no alternative but to call the villa for reinforcements.
Oh, I get it. That's some good decoying right there. And then when the reinforcements show up, the ambush team pops in and takes them all out.
We should form the ambush then.
I knew all those years of hunting down monsters in the bushes pay off one day.
And we've got a gunner too. We'll be able to handle this no problem. Alright, 2 teams locked down. Now for rescue and decoy team. I think the second decoy team should also be comprised of my Royal Guards. The special ops will definitely drop their guards more readily to apprehend them. So that leaves us for the rescue team.
All of the other teams will be acting to provide cover for us. Ours will be the most important assignment on the field by far. This is no game. We're playing an actual role and a crucial turning point for our history. Make sure you're up to the task.
Jeez, no pressure.
There's no need to worry. We will persevere. History favors the just.
Besides, you guys are the Grand Soul Martial Arts Competition champions.
And we'll be the ones keeping the majority of the enemy forces busy. Hopefully all you'll need to worry about are the hostages.
Julia, Elma, Zane,
We, Estelle. The word you're looking for is we. We can do this, and we will.
You're right. You're so right. We're gonna kick some special asses.
That's the spirit.
That's the plan. The operation will begin at nightfall. We'll use the dark for cover. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now or forever hold your peace. I will ensure that Her Highness is made aware of the plan. Alright everyone, tonight, here, got it?
So give me a chance to do stuff. I don't really want to do stuff. Because quests are done. Everything's ready. I'm gonna make 2 saves though, just in case. 2 more saves.
guess I am not ready, because I probably would have thrown me, but who knows. Yeah, it's okay, we're ready. Understood. Let's review the operation. So, are we going to meet back here? Well, this is the Ambro Monument rest area, so this should be the best. This should be the place. The only real issue is whether or not Lieutenant Schwartz and her men can get here undetected. No need to worry about that. Oh, they're here. Look at them. Whoa, when did you get here?
Nice work staying hidden in Grand Cell.
We have quite a few sympathizers among the citizens. We finished our preparations. We can begin whenever you're ready. Alright. We're waiting on your order, Estelle. Huh? My order? You were the one who originally received Her Majesty's request. So we're waiting on your command before we begin. But I'm just a rookie. It really doesn't matter. I don't think you'll have a problem. Just do it without shouting, okay? We'll be there to help. We have no objections. Have a little faith in yourself.
Don't worry about the trivial details. Just deal with things as they come.
Right. Okay then, here goes. Everyone, let's get those hostages rescued.
Ugh, I'm so freaking hungry. Isn't it time to change shifts yet? Come on, stay focused. There's no telling when the Royal Guardsmen might finally show themselves. There weren't more than 10 escapees. If the Colonel really put his mind to it, we could hunt the lot of them down in no time.
If you think it's so easy, then go ahead and try.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Lieutenant Schwartz. Listen up, we have word from the ID ship. We apparently have a lock on the Royal Guardsmen. If we get there quickly, this will be our chance to wipe them out. Roger.
That settles that. Oh, here they come.
Idiots. The airship's locked down. You'll never be able to use it. If you'd just done as the Colonel said, you would have spared your lives. But now you're going to die and you've got your own stubbornness to blame. Take this.
Oh, decoy. Backup squad, ambush squad.
The bracers. You can't be serious. You're not actually going to try standing against the Royal Army.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you've already been marked as criminals. By order of the Queen, you will let us pass.
The ambush party's on the move.
We'll go ahead and lure the remaining forces into the front yard. You can break into the villa while they're distracted. Sounds good. Adios be with you all. With you all. Yay! Oh, this is going crazy. Crazy. The plan's afoot. The plan is going. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. We commence the plan. We go into the Urbe Royal Villa. We take down all these crazy people. We save the princess. We do it next time. I'll see you later. Bye.